Pretty good sized crowd we have here in Kyoto. Looking to be able to get another victory here to add to their tally. So far, they are at 4-11. Toyama yet to find a victory here this season. They have a handful of fans that have made their way here to Kyoto. They're going to try to cheer on their squad to a first ever victory here this afternoon. That's what I'm talking about. You can see there 0-15 at the bottom of the Central Conference is Toyama. On the other side, Kyoto not doing as well. They're at the bottom of the Western Conference, but they do have 4 more wins than Toyama does. So, well, one thing you can say is this is going to be an even match between these two squads that desperately need victories. Right now, let's take a look at some of the highlights of yesterday's affair. It was close, 87-82, Kyoto winning that one. So the fans were treated to their 4th victory of the season. Best scorer there for Kyoto was Yuta Okada with 21 points. And there you have the starting five for the squad of Kyoto. Kyoto starting out with their usual starting five. Of course, Matthew Wright is there. And there's their star, Yuta Okada, who was actually the top scorer yesterday with 21 points. He also had 6 assists. So the TOYAMA GROUSES, starting out with number 4, Troy Murphy Jr. Number 16, Takashi Ito. Number 20, Shunsuke Ueda. Number 23, Novar Gadsden, their world import, and Ivan Buva. Number 25, who had a tremendous game yesterday, albeit in a losing effort with 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. Now there you have the 3 officials handling proceedings here this Sunday afternoon. Referee Urushima, Referee Takajo, and Referee Obata. And a while ago you heard the starters for the squad of Toyama. Well, they're starting out with number 3, Kanta Mizuno. Number 7, Matthew Wright. Number 10, Charles Jackson. Number 21, Kevin Jones. And as I mentioned, their star, Yuta Okada, number 77. We're all set. That is going to be our matchup. Charles Jackson and Ivan Buva. That's going to be a great matchup. These two guys are strong inside. Excellent operators. There's Jackson. Ready for tip-off. And we're underway here at the Kataoka Arena in Kyoto. Okada with possession. He's going to get it back. He's going to be handling that ball a lot. Nice find. That might be his first assist. Not going to drop. Move up with the board. One and done here for Kyoto to start things off. Novar Gadsden. Very versatile import. 3-level scorer. He can score from 3. He can bring it in inside. Gets denied by Jackson there, though. Watch it once again. Perfect help defense coming from Charles. Great action we're seeing so far here. And we've only had 2 possessions. Here's Buva and Jackson. The matchup we were looking for. Buva. He's going to lose it. Yuta hounded there, and even in the backcourt. They're going to want it to work on both ends. That's good strategy for Toyama. Back his way inside. It's going to fall away. Yes! That's a tough shot. Great defense, just better offense. I think that was Kevin Jones there. First basket goes to Kyoto. Off that turnover, here's Jones. They go right back to him. He works, and unfortunately, he's going to be called for steps. Traveling violation, and he thanks Okada for giving him that ball. Just a little bit too over-eager that time. Murphy's going to bring it down. Gadsden. Get away from Matthew. Let's kick it out though. Buva setting up a little bit further out than he'd want to. Forces the issue, will misfire. That's why you want him to operate a little bit closer to the paint. With his shove. He's complaining. He got pushed by Buva out of his position. Murphy inside, flips it up, no. Still 2-0. Here's Yuta. Not looking for a shot, now he'll attack. That's a great fake. Looked like he was gonna pass to Charles and took it in all the way. First 2 points here for Okada, and it's 4-0. In the backcourt. Buva attacks, gets it back. That's going to be easy for him. Once he gets Charles Jackson out of his face, it's going to be a layup, just like that. Pretty good defense though put up by Charles to make things really difficult for Ivan. 4-2 is our tally. First quarter action. I'm looking for space, doesn't find it. But layup is gonna drop there. Nice quick attack from Mizuno. Re-establishes a 4-point lead here for the squad of Kyoto. Send it to the wing. Unfortunately for the Toyama Grouses and the Filipino fans, AJ Edu is not listed in today, as we have Ivan Buva picking up another basket inside. Could have been a battle between two stalwarts from Gilas Pilipinas, the national squad of the Philippines. Missed there. Gadsden brings it down. AJ Edu is not available today. So it's just Matthew Wright for all the Filipino fans. Long Tom works! Well, Buva doing everything here. It's now 1-point lead here for Toyama at 7-6. Okada flips it high, overshoots. Jackson, there's going to be no putback as Buva grabs that board. Gabson puts up a three. Yes! It's now a 4-point advantage, this time for the Grouses at 10-6. Up and down action we're watching here this afternoon. Jackson. 3-point area. Hands it over. Mizuno. Back outside. Matthew Wright, his first attempt. That rattles out. Gonna fall to Matthew. A bit of a break. They go inside to Charles. Charles once again trying to work. Flips to his left hand. Yes, it does. It's gonna cut the deficit here of Toyama to just 2. Fans of defense. The fans of Kyoto here want to look to be able to tie things up. They're not going to get the stop. Troy Murphy, an offensive rebound. Buva from deep. That's his second 3. Talk about feeling it. He's got 2 threes. He also has 2 baskets inside that paint for a total of 10 points. An answer back from the outside, Kyoto. Not going to happen. Miscommunication that time. Wright was trying to find his import. Here's Gadsden. Well, Wright was able to get back there and play tough D. Forced that turnover here from Novar. That's going to proceed there. As Matthew Wright apologizes for that last miscue. Shibuta's is going to check in for the first time. Matthew now at the control. Rion Shibuta actually had a very good game yesterday as well. We'll give you his numbers in a bit. Trying to score inside. Again, Okada able to find the seam. Puts it up and through on the other end. That's going to be his second basket. That's it once again. There was a foul. Kissing it off the glass, and a foul is going to be called on Ryumo Ono. Ono saying, I didn't hit him. Okada will say otherwise. It's going to cut the lead down to 3. Extra free throw coming up here for Yuta Okada. That's going to drop. He'll get the shooter's roll. Chance of defense once again. As the Kyoto squad is just down by 2. Why not look for Buva? That's a good idea. He's feeling it today. He'll kick it out. Or repost. Quick look inside. Overshoots. Gadsden. But before that, we're going to say there's a violation. They were going the other way. Again, they get the stop. But they're discussing it here. Nice look there at Coach Roy Rana. One-time head coach of the Canadian national squad. And there is the opposite coach, Daisuke Takaoka. Makes you wonder. Well, this just sounds familiar, but this is in his gym. That's Coach Takaoka. We're at the Kataoka Arena. Add spice to the coverage. Novar Gadsden there on your screens. He's wondering what happened. He thought he got the offensive rebound. And he had the advantage. He was actually doing a couple of pump fakes. And then the whistle was blown. Let's double check if it is an inadvertent whistle. It was. So we're going to reset everything. Shot clock at 13. And a baseline inbound here for Toyama. Again, if you're looking for AJ Edu, he's not listed. He didn't play yesterday. Coming back in, Kevin Jones. He was a starter. Brief rest. Back inside. Angelo Chol is in. Chol didn't really play as much yesterday. Wasn't able to contribute in that defeat. He played 17 minutes. He had 4 points, 9 rebounds. We talked about Rion Shibuta a while ago. He had 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, and 2 assists. Good contribution in that win. On the outside, Jones. Jones falling away. That's a long, difficult shot. Nails it. Similar to what Jackson had a while ago. 2-point lead. Still for Toyama. They go inside. Chol's going to get fouled. That's a nice look by Novar Gadsden inside. Really, nothing Rashid could do there but foul him. Rashid is 6'8". Chol is 6'9", so they stand essentially the same. But again, a lot of experience here for Angelo Chol, the 30-year-old from the United States. Kanta Mizuno is going to check back in for Kyoto. Also a starter today. Aoki in the ball game here for the first time. Aoki had a tremendous contribution yesterday. He had 18 points, 1 assist, and 2 steals. That's Ryuji Aoki. Number 13. Let's see what he can contribute here today. And another win that Kyoto is looking at and looking for. Chol will make that second free throw. Extend the lead by 1. Utah bring it down. Safely past the timeline. Jones setting the pick. He'll get it back. Flips it up a little bit too strong. Rashid is trying to battle for it. And luckily, he's going to get them another possession. That's what you want. You just want to be able to battle for the boards, look for as many possessions as you possibly can. So Rashid did his job. They look inside. Jones put it down to the floor. Eventually puts it up, and a foul is going to be called. Let's double check. That's going to be on Chol or Ono. That's going to be on Chol. He thought he got the steal. He went for the challenge. The strongest of hits on that arm, but it's going to be the first personal foul here on Angelo. Jones knocks down that first free throw. Under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Good pace, great action, and good offense from both these squads. Not to mention there's no defense. They have been playing defense. It's better offense here. 2 free throws to cut that lead down to 1. Ono bring it down himself. Ono is 6'6", but he's very mobile. That's going to be an illegal pick. That's going to be the second personal on Chol. A little hurt, but he says, I'm good to go. I'm happy he got possession. Well, Chol wasn't set. The banging of the bodies wasn't as hard as it normally does when picks are set. Okada went down with a slight nudge. Seiya Konishi checking in here now in place of Yuta Okada. Ivan Buva back. 10 points in all. But they have to quickly come in because Chol picked up those 2 immediate fouls. Charles Jackson getting ready to check back in. They need him there to try to stop Buva. Floater's not going to work. Puts back there from Jones, and a foul is going to be called. That might be on Ivan. Watch it once again. He had to challenge, so Jones got the inside track. Well, Buva's lucky because they're going to get the foul here to Mito. He actually tried to swipe at it. Takeshi Mito with his first personal foul. 2 shots for Kevin Jones now.
HANNARYZ Central Rodai number 77, Yuta Okada. お待たせしました。まもなく再開します。 5回に達しました。ハンナリーズに2ショットが与えられます。富山選手の交代、44番米山選手が入ります。 20番、上田選手が入ります。トラベリングハンナリーズボール。ハンナリーズ24番、バラード選手のファール。個人2回目、チーム2回目、シュートモーション中のファールでした。富山に2ショット。富山0番、小野選手が入ります。KYOTO! Defense foul. 20番、上田選手のファウル、個人1回目、チーム3回目です。ハンナリーズ選手の交代、ナンバー23、リョータ、ハンザワー。17番、チョル選手が入ります。KYOTO! KYOTO! ハンナリーズ選手の交代、ナンバー34、レオン・シュプター。 第2クォーター残り時間5分を切りました。90
Back to the action here. 4:44 remaining here in the second quarter. And it's a 10-point lead enjoyed by the visitors. 38-28. Chor on the line. A little bit too strong on that first free throw. These are free throws that they're going to need, especially in the end game. You don't want to leave points hanging in the balance. Especially since you have yet to get your first victory of the season. As we mentioned at the top of the coverage, they are 0-15. 39-28 the tally here. Let's see what the squad of Kyoto can do offensively. They can't find anything. Nice bounce passing drive. Jackson can't get it. He throws it up. Asking for a foul. None's given. He's got to go back down on defense. Here comes Gadson. Again, trying to take advantage of the height mismatch. Ryuma Ono, we talked about it, is 6'6". Jackson continues to try to talk to the referees. Look at that size mismatch. Up against a guard, it's going to be really difficult to be able to stop him. Mizuno's going to pick up that personal. Mizuno is actually just 6 foot flat. And we talked about Ryuma Ono being 6'6". Smart play though, to be able to try to go inside, finding the mismatch, taking advantage of it. And Kyoto is already in the penalty here. Still a lot of time to play here. 4:19 still to be played. Second free throw is going to drop. It's now going to be a 12-point advantage. On the offense once again here, Kyoto. They need to get something going. Long Tom's gonna work. They needed that one. Badly needed shot. And Aoki, who had a tremendous game yesterday, is able to come up with that big basket here. They're still trailing though by 9. Under 4 minutes, ready to play here. Foul's going to be called, stopping the action. Once again, they're trying to look for that mismatch. Defensively, there's got to be a switch. Again, a little bit of discussion there with the referees. Gadson quickly goes to Ryuma. Ryuma, though, should be setting up down at the block. Mizuno there complaining about that foul called. But, again, any foul from here on in coming from Kyoto is going to mean free throws. And Gadson's going to get that one to drop. Smart play there for Gadson, though. 41-31 is our tally. Now make it 42-31. Back to an 11-point lead here. They swing it over to the other side. Now in the ball game, Rion Shibuta. Can he duplicate what he was able to do yesterday? Matthew Wright swings it. Has to kick it out. Now they're going to attack. Open three, Aoki. Yes! He's got back-to-back threes here to bring his squad to within 10. But again, look at this. That's a breakdown in defense. That was a round-robin layup there. You can't afford that, especially when you're trailing. Under 3 minutes to be played here. Floater, that's gonna drop. Smart play there from Shibuta. And now a timeout is gonna be called. You can see Toyama is not liking the pace finally being put together here by Kyoto. They're finding the rhythm. This is a good timeout from Coach Daisuke. Back to the action here at the Kataoka Arena here in Kyoto. Suddenly, their squad a little bit beleaguered here. Ono, nice pass inside. Once again, it goes to Ivan Buva, who lays it through. Back to a 10-point lead here for the visiting squad. They've really silenced this crowd after a big run to open up this lead. Jackson with a handoff. Okada. Okada's gonna launch. That looked like a long two, but nevertheless, it didn't go down. They're not gonna have to review whether it was a 2 or a 3. Gadsden brings it down court. A lot of pressure being put on him here from Konishi. Ono once again on the outside. I'm surprised they don't want to set somebody up inside that paint. They go to Buva once again. Buva, a little spin, couple of moves. Will misfire. That is definitely out of the range in terms of him trying to back himself into that paint. Buva can hit the outside shot, there's no question about it. But if you want it to be posting up, it's got to be right beside the shaded lane. Having to operate a little bit outside of his more familiar comfort zone. Got a timeout on the floor, 1:50 remaining here. Still a 10-point lead for Toyama. Back to the action. Under 2 minutes to play here. 10-point lead protected by the visiting squad. They'd like to be able to keep this lead up until at least the halftime break. And then they're going to try to make adjustments. On the other hand, Kyoto wants to bring this lead down. Have a much smaller deficit to work with in the third and fourth periods. Nice block there from Gadsden. He knew exactly what the time was showing. He knew Aoki had to put that one up. That's great presence of mind here for Novar. A minute 24 to be played here. This is the first half. Chance of defense once again from the fans here at the Kataoka Arena. They look inside. That's a much better spot for Buba. He's going to kick it out though. Ono for three. That rims out. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Aoki. Quick hit. He's got 3 threes here in the last 2.5 minutes. And he's helped his team come back here. Just now down by 7. Looks like Toyama slowed down the pace a little bit. They've gone away from what's been effective. Gadsden inside. He'll get that to drop. Quick timeout going to be called here once again by Kyoto as Coach Roy wants to come up with a play here in the final 32 seconds. Aoki had 13 points. Actually, no, 18 points yesterday. He's got a quick 9 here just in the last 2.5 minutes. Aoki got a total of 11 at the moment. He's a marked man, that's for sure. Jones on the outside will have to hand it over. Shot clock's down to 5. Do they realize it? Utah does. Hits that fall away jumper, kissing it off the glass. And now on the other side, there might be a timeout called here. 5.6 remaining. Yes, a timeout will be called here. Coach Daisuke wants to milk the final 5 seconds of this one. What did they draw up here for the final? 5.6. Novar Gadsden straight. And they're not going to be able to get it up and off. And Uno apologizes there. 2 quarters in the books. After being tied at 19 after the first quarter, a big 7-point blast put together here in the final 10 minutes. And it's 48-41 in favor of Toyama. Let's take a look at the numbers now here of the first 2 quarters of play. 48-41 is our tally here. 55% shooting for Toyama. 65% shooting on the other side here from 2-point range. But the big difference was 7 out of 9. 77% shooting from 3. That really gave them the lead. Leading scores for both these squads: 13 points for Okada, 11 points apiece for Aoki and Jones. For the leading squad, 16 points for Ivan Buva, who got a tremendous start in the first period, backed up there by Novar Gadson with 12 points, and 8 points also from Ryuma Ono. Taking a look at the rebound leaders: 3 rebounds for Jones, 2 rebounds apiece for Jackson and Mizuno. On the other side, Gadson's got 7 boards, 4 boards for Buva, and 2 rebounds also there as they try to spread things around. For Uto, in the assists department, 3 for Wright, 2 for Konishi, and 1 for Aoki. For the leading squad, Uto's got 4, 3 for Gadson, you saw a while ago, and 1 for Ito. This looks like it's one-way traffic when you took a look at the key player matchup. Buva with 16 points, 2 points just for Charles Jackson. They've been in the court for essentially the same amount of time, really. But Buva's done a whole lot more to contribute to his squad, and that's why they've got this lead heading into the second half of play. Look at some more numbers. 16 rebounds for Toyama, 11 for Kyoto. Can you imagine in a half you only have 11 rebounds? Assist department, 13 assists here for Toyama and just 7 for Kyoto. So they've got to share the ball around a little bit more. In terms of the turnovers, you saw that a while ago. Not too much turnovers for both these squads. 6 for Kyoto and 5 for Toyama. Big difference also in the points in the paint, which they showed you a while ago, in favor of Toyama. Ready to start things off here, second half.
Go, KYOTO, HANNARYZ.
Why not go to your main man, Yuta? Allow him to create or score. He'll misfire there. Buva has controlled the boards. They got a 7-point lead, and now they've got possession after that stop. They want to be able to finally get their first win of the season. They are 0-15. Nice hands. Working there for Jones. He's got the early seal. They don't look for him. Now they get it to him. Working a little bit further out of that paint, though. Barrels his way inside and scores. Nothing Troy Murphy Jr. could do there. That's when they could really use A.J. Edu. Open 3. Just short. Another offensive rebound. Another possession. Gadson for 3. Yes! That's why you've got to get those defensive boards. Gadson out with 12 points. Check that, with 15 points. He had 12 in the first half. Right. Operating on the outside. Yuta didn't want that shot. Will attack Gadson. Gadson with a good stop. They're pushing it forward. Straight line drive. And a foul is going to be called there. Matthew Wright doesn't like that call. Let's see that again on the replay. Why he's complaining. This is the good stop first. Coming from Novar. Going straight. Wasn't much contact, but nonetheless, he's going to pick up his first personal foul. That's Matthew Wright. He's looking at his coach, Roy Rana, and saying, maybe you can challenge that one. But maybe Roy Rana would want to hold on to that challenge for a more crucial stage. Especially since Ueda missed that first free throw anyhow. And Matthew Wright looking over to him and saying, see, ball don't lie. Ueda says, let me get at least 1 point. He's not going to get any points. So maybe the ball doesn't lie. That's only from one perspective, though. That's from the perspective of Kyoto. Basket and one opportunity here for Yuta. He's starting to heat up. That's a good sign for Kyoto HANNARYZ. That's going to get them within 6. Went straight. Got the contact. That's great control and also great upper body strength. Ueda will take a seat. That's going to drop there. And the deficit has been cut down to 5. Gadson says, let me bring it up. Let me set up the offense. Two-man game. Buva inside. Goes to the left hand. That's well played. 18 points for Ivan. Here's Okada being really active. Went for a lucky shot, which is not going to drop, but Buva's going to get called for a foul there. The 2 free throws coming up here for Yuta. But Buva's complaining, saying that he just went straight up. Maybe the foul might not have been given to him, but it will be given to him. That's going to be his first. Yuta makes the first free throw. It's going to bring his tally now to 17. You know who she's rooting for. Yuta Okada yesterday had 21 points, 2 boards, 6 assists. Today, he's got just 1 assist. A lot of time still to be played here, though. 14-footer not going to work. Jackson gets it out ahead of Buva. And here comes Kyoto once again. Okada inside, flips it up a little bit too strong. Charles Jackson to the rescue. And now a timeout will be called by Toyama. Their once 12-point lead has now been whittled down to just 3. Wow, coming off that timeout, that was a well-run play there. Coach Daisuke has got to be pleased. Lead back up to 5. Novar Gadson hitting from the inside. Matthew Wright launches a 3. Will come up short. Nice tap. Jones was at the right place at the right time. Got just enough on the handle. .35 to be played here in the third period. Two-man game. They go to the outside. Open three. Good line. Just a little bit too strong that time from Nozaki. They'll swing things around. Buva's going to hit. Oh, he's got range. Well, he showed you his three-point range in the first quarter. Now they're from medium range. Right. They'll swing that ball around. Aoki will launch. But again, another offensive rebound. Jones being very active together there with Charles Jackson. Watch that last piece of action. Up against the two other world imports. Jones sneaks in that rebound. Mizuno back in the ball game with the boys in white. Aoki will launch. Come up just short. Another offensive board. Nice find. Aoki once again. Still can't find the target. The tap there from Jackson. That's a good call. We're going the other way. Ooh, but Roy Rana doesn't like what he saw. He's going to ask for a challenge here. Now a head coach challenge. This one is the challenge for possession. Continues to talk to his players first here. Let's watch this. Very hard to tell. This might give us a better look. That might go against Roy Rana because the tap of the player from Toyama was going towards their side, but it was also being challenged there by the arm and the hand of Jackson. Let's see what the officials say. Nice look at Mito. One of the more active players here on the side of Toyama. You'll see him there on both ends. Watch it here. Well, the call on the floor was Toyama basketball. Let's see if they see enough to be able to overturn this. And it's overturned. And that works out in favor of Coach Roy Rana. And he's saying, you see, I was right. Jackson likes that reversal, of course. So they got possession. They're going to need to score here to really make it worth their while. Jones to the wing. Will get it back. Open three here. Mizuno. Yes! Turns out to be the perfect challenge. Now chance of defense. That lead is down to 2. Gadsden. They try to go inside. Buva fell. 4-on-2 break. Holding on to it is Mizuno. He scores. And we are tied at 57. Nito will bring it down. Nito still hands it off. Ono. Now to Novar. Gadsden puts up a 3. Yes! That is his favorite spot. He's got 20 points, and now it's back to a 3-point lead for Toyama. Exciting encounter we have here this Sunday afternoon. Courtesy of the B.LEAGUE. Aoki tries to answer. Does! We're tied at 60. Are we going to be deadlocked all the way? Let's see. Great encounter between these two squads who are both desperate for a win. Toyama, of course, has not yet found a victory here this season. Gadsden's gonna lose it. That can really actually get frustrating. 0 and 15. As they say, you gotta be really mentally tough to just battle through it. That's when you start looking at the word professional. You say you really have to be a pro. Okada's gonna miss. Here comes Mito. Into the lane. He'll bring it out. Sets up Ivan. Ono. Open three. Yes. Back up to a 3-point lead once again here for Toyama. Great stuff you were witnessing here from the Kataoka Arena. Jackson. Now to Okada. Step back two is gonna work. Ooh, they're gonna say it was a long two a while ago, so we're tied at 62. I thought Ono hit a three. We're gonna review that though a little bit later on just to confirm. Mito with the attack, and a foul's gonna be called on Okada. That is what Mito is trying to do. Keep Okada honest. Having him have to work on both ends of the floor. Like so. Back on the floor is Konishi. Together with Rashid. Faraz Rashid, number 24. Together with Angela Chol on the other side. You know, a little bit more height here for the boys in red. Extra pass. Mito inside. Nice floater. Mito, first and foremost, is one of the tougher defenders you can find here in the league. But again, he's also capable of knocking down that shot. That's very close. It's a backing violation. Uto did his job there. Grim look there on the face of Okada. He didn't like that call. He wasn't happy about the situation, but looked like the right call though. Rion Shibuta will come back in. He played some minutes in the first two periods. Shot clock down to 8. Oh no, that's deep. Comes up just a tad short. Jackson with the board. Asks for it as he gets the early seal. He likes this matchup. He's doubled. Ono can't believe it though. Will they give the foul to Chol? Jackson still holding on to his knee. Looked like a good hard double. But nonetheless, a foul will be called there. Oh, the foul is going to be called on Angela Chol. Well, Ono was so surprised, saying that I didn't touch him. But actually, there was contact from both players. Not enough, if you ask me personally, to draw the foul. But whistle was blown. And Jackson now to the free throw line because Toyama is in the penalty. Jackson is not going to make the first, and that's going to make that small contingent of Grouse's fans really happy. And they're trying to make as much noise as they possibly can once again here. And they're right there within earshot here of Charles. Charles is going to make the second. Joel with the handoff. Little weave they're doing on the outside. Two-man game. You've got to be wary about Gadson and his scoring. So was able to hang on to that one. Shot clock down to 1. They're not going to get it off. Good defense that time. Now, Kyoto with an opportunity to take the lead. They've been trailing for quite a while. They did lead early in the ball game. At one point, they were up 4-0. Rion to the wing. Rashid, not the best of shots, but ooh, that pass was in between two players. Naoki Uto was wondering. Both of you were cutting, nobody was looking, and Coach Daisuke doesn't like it. So Nozaki just shakes his head. No look pass, that's perfect. And now it's a 1-point lead, finally for Kyoto. It's been a long time coming. And the fans loving the situation here in the third. Looked like they were in dire straits for a time. They were down by 12. Here's Gadson trying to go to work once again. That's a nice find. Uto sets up that three. No. Gadson with the offensive rebound. Sets up another three. Yes. Back to a 2-point lead here off that hit from Nozaki. Back and forth is what we have here. Shibuta will send it out. Now they go to Charles. Charles Jackson will have to bring it out, and he throws an ill-advised pass. That was too high. Even another world import might not have been able to get that, much less someone like Rion Shibuta, who's only 5'10". 17.1 seconds remaining here. Uto will bring it down. Time down to 4. Uto knows it. Puts up a three. Kisses it off the glass. Did he call bank? Well, whether you call bank or not, it doesn't matter. It's going to count for 3 points still. And as we head into the fourth and final period, it's the visitors up by 5. Open three. Yes. That's what you cannot afford to do. Leave Jones that wide open. Ooh, they're going to say it's only a long two. Still, that brings them closer. 70-67 is our tally. Gadsden tries to find a teammate inside. That was just too tight of a pass. Mizuno got down and he realized that the possession arrow showed them. Just held on to it. Said, let's go for a jump ball situation and we're going to get possession. They get it inside. Here's Yuta again. Nozaki all over him. Yuta having to really work. Aoki open three. That's one individual you can't leave open. That Toyama dodges a bullet there. Here's Gadsden. He'll give it up. Ono. Now to Uto. Couple of moves. Uto tries to kiss it off the glass. Just short. You saw he was really trying to go for the glass. Jones steps on the baseline. Turnover. Again, chance of defense. The crowd has been as noisy as they possibly could be this entire afternoon. Gadsden sneaks it in. That's a great pass. Finds that seam. Gets it to Chol. Chol scores. And he's going to head to the line for an extra shot. Angelo Chol from the United States. 30-year-old, 6'9" center. That's what you got to do. Never bring it down. Got the pass. Score it straight up. Chol's going to hit that free throw. And the lead is now 6. Well, Kyoto tied things up at 62, and then suddenly they're trailing once again. Nice find. They try to go inside. He gets to Jackson, but I think he might have been inside that paint for more than 3 seconds, and that's the call. Kanta should have just taken that one. Timeout going to be asked by Roy Rana here. Just 2 minutes gone in the fourth, but already his team down by 6. Back to the action. Ooh, Charles Jackson Gets a steal there. Novar Gadsden, a good swipe just to stop the forward progress here. He apologizes quickly to the bench. Chance for Roy Rana's Chargers to get back in this one. Quick hands there from the center. Charles Jackson gets his squad another possession. Okada will challenge inside, but gets denied. That's the problem when you attack the trees. Those long branches will come into play. Oh no, nice spin. Ooh, there was no foul there. Nice tip, it goes out to Gadsden. Shot clock goes down to 4. Does he realize it? He was looking for space. He just couldn't get the proper handle on it. Shot clock violation once again for the boys in red. Almost losing it there was Okada, but he gets it back. On the wing, not gonna work. Jackson hits the deck, and a foul will be called. We're staying here in this end. Okada looking for space. Will kick it out. Mizuno to Aoki. Aoki launches a long one. Now it's a 24-second shot clock violation on the other end. Aoki feeling that there was contact off that shot. Referee saying no. And the ball goes back here to Toyama as they protect this 6-point advantage. Kunishi gonna check back in. Wow, Toyama holding on to this lead here despite the absence of AJ Edu, who's a huge part of this squad. Foul will be called there. Utah can't believe it. The whistle's blown. Let's watch it here. That looked like actually all 3 players were just battling for the ball. That's going to be the 3rd personal foul on Utah. They cannot afford to lose him. Talking about KYOTO. He does it all for his squad. Gadsden puts up a jumper and hits. That lead is now 8. That's 75 to 67. As we move on to the final 5 minutes of this one, the business end of this match. Okada to the wing. Nice move there by Jones. His three's not gonna work. Gadsden with the rebound. Boy, they're starting to taste possibly their first victory here, but they've got to play it smart. Still a lot of time remaining. The outcome still hanging in the balance. Gadsden attacks inside. 2 free throws coming up here off that foul from Charles Jackson. Smart play once again for Novar. He and his squad in a very good position right now. Gadsden easily makes that first free throw. And the lead is 9. These two squads played yesterday And Kyoto won that one in a close affair, 87-82. This one is close, but this time it's in favor of the visiting squad, who are looking to get their first victory here this season. They're at 0-15. Matthew Wright has not yet re-entered. They're going to need his outside sniping. Charles Jackson will misfire. Nothing there. That will be a foul. That will stop things, and with 5:11 to be played, no free throws should be given here. Just an inbound. Jones had an opportunity. Checking back in here for Toyama is Takashi Ito. Ooh, they're going to give him 2 free throws. So they were saying that he was able to gather, and he got the shot up. But he's going to miss that free throw. They might get another one though, because Buva did enter the lane. I'm not quite sure why he had to do that. He's looking around, asking why. Well, he did enter the lane. That was clear. And Jackson's going to miss anyhow on that replacement free throw. Jackson only with 7 points here. He's missed a lot of free throws here this afternoon. In fact, he might have missed all the free throws here for Kyoto. He's going to miss another one. He missed 3, but technically speaking, on the scoreboard, just missing 2. Nonetheless, it's a 10-point lead here, and time slowly going to become a factor. Ono will overshoot. That's going to bring us here to the official timeout. 77-67 is where we stand. Under 5 minutes to play here in this one. They get it safely inside the Novar. That's great ball movement. Buva a little bit too strong. Kada with the rebound. They've got to score here. He forces the issue. They're going to count that one. Chance for a 3-point play right now, and that's going to get them right back in this one. He continued to go for the basket. There was still another challenge there by Buva. And he still got it up and on. And he's now on the free throw line. Trying to complete a 3-point play. Coach Daisuke can't believe it. Neither can Ito. Well, play continues as Troy Murphy Jr. is sent back in. It's going to add more athleticism here. On the floor. Buva. Once again, simply put, he goes to the right hand. He's going to score that basket. Back up to 9. The advantage here of Toyama. They flip it up to Jackson. That'll stay here. Seems like that play has been read properly already by the defense. Let's see if the boys in white can vary things up a bit. Interestingly, still no Matthew Wright here for Kyoto in the final 4 minutes. Buva looking up saying, okay, we're in a good place. Up by 7. We just probably need 3 more stops. Jones will give it up. Okada finds Jackson. Nothing there from Mizuno. So they got the stop. And now the fans here, majority of the fans at the Kataoka Arena on the edge of their seats. Will their team go down to another loss? Kyoto record is 4-11 at this stage. Wise decision by Toyama to use some clock. And then they go to one of their main men. Nice pass inside. Buva flips it up. Nice tip in there by Novargatsun, who came out from under the basket. Nobody accounted for him. And he made them pay with that offensive rebound. It's now an 11-point advantage. And time is running out. That's going to be the 3rd personal foul. Not a good foul. Coming here from Ito. That's going to put them in a penalty. That's a nice dive. Well, Ito made up for his earlier blunder with a hustle play. Watch it here. He saw it. He was first to the floor. What you're going to say, Jones was stepping out of bounds. If Toyama scores, it just might be over. Toyama now in a good place. All they got to do is play smart. They're up by 11. 3:29 to be exact. Coach Daisuke discussing there with his staff. And now there's going to be a head coach's challenge. But the play and the call was ball for Toyama. I guess they reversed the call. So the referee is going to the monitor here. Let's see what happened here. There was an inadvertent kick to the face of Ito. So Coach Daisuke, is he looking for an unsportsmanlike foul? That was definitely unintentional, but at the end of the day, a hit's a hit. Let's see what the call is going to be. If they're going to get an intentional foul call here, that'll mean 2 free throws plus ball possession. This looks like it's going to be a long discussion by the officials. Nice look there at Ito. Telling his coaching staff he's good to go. They're still discussing. And they're actually not looking at the monitor anymore. So I think they've seen enough of what they need to see. They just need to be able to deem what their call is going to be. Here it is. So they're going to say no call. Well, you understand where Coach Daisuke was coming from. That might have just iced the ball game, but might have been better to just hold on to that challenge of yours. You might need it somewhere down the line because you've got possession anyhow. Coach Roy Rana can't believe it. Well, there's a little lull in this ball game. Coach Daisuke, though, still happy. It's a good spot to be in. Up by 11 with possession. It's about 3.5 to play. And you got Gadsden at the controls. Finds Buba. Buba puts up a 3. That's it. That just could be it. And now 84 to 70. This is the biggest lead in the ball game. Okada. They need this 3. Yes! And now the door is still ajar. 26 points for Utah. Well, the clock is now the friend of Toyama. But they need to still score. At least 2 more baskets. Buba with the steal, doesn't get it. Charles Jackson with a steal. Can he get back-to-back 3s? He's gonna try. 4-point play in the offing here for Yuta Okada. What a play! At that stage, when a player is moving back, you just give him that shot. You cannot foul him. Because even if you didn't make that shot, you're gonna send him to the line for 2 free throws. Timeout on the floor. Coach Daisuke wants to talk to his wards. The lead has been cut down now. It's at 8, could be 7. Okada's going to make that free throw. He's had 7 points in the last 2 possessions. And it's a 7-point deficit that they're facing. Kyoto feels they can still come back in this one. And rightly so. Not necessarily a must-score situation here for the boys in red, but You want something going towards the basket at least. Give yourself a good shot. Shot clock's down to 3. Gadsden's gonna have to force this one up. That graces the rim. But no points. And they go back to their main man, Utah. Troy Murphy all over him. Still on him. That's poor defense. You can't leave him open, but he's gonna come up short on that 3. Big break here for Toyama. They were lulled to sleep there on that defensive play. Buva. They try to look inside. Gadsden! Couldn't get his 3-point play, but a great pass from Ivan Buva. Foul will be there called on Kevin Jones. Well, check that. The foul will be called on Kanta Mizuno. Gadsden trying to put this game away. A minute and a half to be played. Essentially, 1:31 to be exact. Lead is 8. Now 9. Both teams in the penalty. Mizuno wasting away precious seconds here. They set up Jones. Jones tries to get closer. That's a good challenge. And a miss. Jackson will put it up. Looks like a foul's going to be called there. There wasn't too much of a challenge from Ivan Buva. Let's watch this here. He gets the rebound. And now is when you'd like to be able to have that challenge of yours. That's what I was talking about. If you're a Coach Daisuke, that is a more challengeable play. But at the same time, maybe it's okay to foul Charles Jackson, who is struggling from the line here today. He has missed 5 free throws, all of those here in the 4th. We're not even checking previous misses. Another miss. Is he going to get a replacement free throw again? Yes, he will. Wow, they're giving him every opportunity at the 15-foot line. Buva can't believe it. Coach Daisuke can't believe it. He wants a basket from his favorite player. Can Jackson give it to him? Yes, he will. Will that point turn out to be a crucial one? A lot of pressure in the backcourt. Ono gets it past the timeline. Buva holding on to it. Foul's going to be called there on Charles Jackson. Under a minute now. Remaining this one, 58.3 as Ivan heads to the line. That's smart play. Instead of trying to issue out a pass, he took his opponent off the dribble and towards the rim. More breathing space here. And the fans of Toyama now can cheer after those 2 free throws. Buva says yes! We're close to our first victory here, but there is still 58.3 remaining in this one. Will Toyama pick up their first victory of the season here this afternoon? Those fans there are hoping. That's what they want to witness here. Jones finds Yuta. Yuta, step back three. Yes! Leads down to 5. Check that. Leads down to 7. Steal. Another 3. Bang! Wow. Shades of Indiana, New York. Reggie Miller. Timeout will have to be called now by Coach Daisuke. Not quite sure why you want to foul Buva. Number 1, he's a good free throw shooter. Number 2, he was all the way down on the other end. There's a lot of time still remaining. This is just a 2-possession ball game. Do you want to be able to put some early pressure maybe on Toyama's free throw shooter? Ooh, it works! Well, that's why Coach Roy Rana is getting paid the big bucks. He gets paid to make those decisions. And it might turn out to be a brilliant one. Buva's gonna miss. No, it's gonna drop. It leads at 5. Okada's gotta be a marked man. They're not sending a double. They're allowing him to take this shot. A little bit too strong though. Long rebound. Still with Kyoto. Jones. Off the glass. Count it. Basket and 1. Oh no, can't believe it. It's now a 1-possession ball game at 3 points, but could be 2. This is reality TV at its best. That's why we watch sports. Jones. Ooh, he's gonna miss. An offensive rebound though is gonna be taken here by Kyoto. Will they look for a tie? They're gonna lose it. That hurts. That hurts. And there is no challenge remaining for Coach Roy Rana. 24.9. Now it's going to be a free throw shooting contest. Let's see that. Well, Yuta saying it went off the foot of Ivan. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Hard to tell. Quick foul going to be called here. Konishi's gonna take that. Kanta will check back in place of Konishi. Charles Jackson there on your screens. And now that's Kunishi. Check out Mizuno, who just checked in for Kunishi. Gadsden makes it a 2-possession ball game. Another pressure-packed free throw. Not as tough as the first one. You'll make both. 24.1 remaining. Needing a quick basket to get it back down to a 1-possession ball game. They can't get it to Utah. Long three, not gonna work. Well, Aoki wanted to be the hero. He had the open shot. It was quite far though. 10.1 remaining in this one. 5-point lead. Could be, with these two free throws, a 3-possession ball game. They can now start to taste it. But again, they need to play smart. It's been a long time coming, but they're on the verge of taking their first victory. It's a miss on that first free throw. So this will still remain at a 2-possession ball game. But time, definitely a factor. Timeout will be called by Coach Roy Rana, so you can try to advance the basketball. Long Tom, not gonna work. That's gonna do it. And they're not gonna foul anymore. They shouldn't. Ono's gonna put this one up. It's not gonna count, but in the end, finally, the first victory here for the squad of Toyama as they win this one, 92-86. They have long endured the fact that they have yet to get their first W. Wow, Utah Okada made it really tough. Battle to the very end. But this W belongs to Toyama. You can see just how badly they wanted it. It's like they just won the championship. Win number 1 here for Toyama this Sunday afternoon in B.LEAGUE action at the Kataoka Arena. We're going to hear from winning coach Daisuke Takaoka in a bit. And I'm also quite interested to find out who among the local players we're going to get to hear from. The heroes of Toyama today. A lot of heroes. Novar Gadson with 30 points. I'm quite sure we're going to get to talk to him. Ivan Buva got his squad off to a very good start in the first period, scoring their first 10 points. He would finish with 28. But Gadson, definitely today's MVP with 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. Coach Daisuke talked about the fact that we wanted to win today's game to prove that we're not doing anything wrong throughout the season. Things just haven't gone our way, but we're lucky. Things fell for us today. Adding to that statement, he just talked about the fact that they focused on getting points off the fast break, and they were able to use those points to the victory here today. Here is Novar Gadson.
We was in desperate need of a win. We missing my brother Miles. We missing a lot of guys. So we got to continue to get better. We never gave up on each other, and we were very, very desperate for a win.
本当に勝つためにもう死に物狂いでやって、前津だったりとかこれでない選手もいるんですけど、全員が毎日自分たちができることを全員精一杯やって成長するためにここまで来ました。はい、
今日も30得点、6アシスト、13リバウンド、弱点がない素晴らしいスマートな選手だと思うんですけど、ご自身のこのチームでの役割っていうのはどの部分だと思いですか
？I consider myself as one of the leaders. We have multiple leaders, and I'm one of them. But this is a great team victory. It's not about myself, but I can play multiple positions, but I can do a lot of things just to help the team, and I'm grateful for that.
チームとしては自分もリーダーの一人だと思っているので、そういう部分では引っ張っていく存在でもありますし、でもこの勝利は本当にチームとしての勝利だと思いますし、いろんなポジションをやりながら自分としては得点をしているシーンっていうのが役割だと思っています。
はい、最後に富山のブースター、富山グラウジーのブースターさんたくさんお越しいただいてるんですけど、 ブースターさんに向けて一言お願いします。
I can hear you.
Yeah, please the comment for the booster of Toyama.
Thank you guys. You guys have been great. Whether win or lose, you guys have been loyal. We, as a team, we're totally grateful. But this is just one. We got to continue to get better and try to get as many as we can through the rest of the season.
本当にここまで勝っても負けてもこうやってもう辛抱強く応援してくださってありがとうございます。ここから一つ自分たちまだ1回しか勝ってないのでここからずっと勝ち続けてやっていきたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
お疲れの中ありがとうございました。Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless.
A tremendous win here for the Toyama Grouses. They are finally in the win column. Let's go through some of the highlights first before we break down the numbers to end our coverage. Charles Jackson hit one of the toughest shots here today. That was actually Kevin Jones there. Ivan Buva had 10 points in the first period, and Novar Gadsden, game-long brilliance, adds a 3 there. Kevin Jones is going to hit there. Kevin Jones would finish with 19 points, 10 boards, and 1 assist. Nice 3 there from the outside. Boy, they got really things going inside that paint. Starts with Ivan Buva, and then the outside just had to open up because the defense started packing it inside. Novar Gadsden's going to hit a 3 there. This was what you can say was a total team win. But individually, Yuta Okada tried to take over. Tried his very best to lead his squad to a victory once again. He actually was the leading scorer yesterday with 21 points. Today he'd finish with 33, but today it wasn't going to be enough. Catch and shoot going to work there for Aoki as he hits another one. Aoki scored quite well for his squad today. He had 17 points to go with 2 assists. First period ended 19 all. After 2 periods, it was 48-41 Toyama. They change hands and Jones goes back to work. Well, so did Novar Gadsden. Talk about a great 1-2 punch. Gadsden with 30, Buva with 28. Actually, pretty good distribution of scoring if you look at it from the point of KYOTO. 33 points for Okada, but 19 points contributed by Jones and 17 by Aoki. Jackson would have 9 boards. He also had 8 points, but he missed 5 free throws, which definitely could have brought them even closer. Might have even won this ball game. Outside sniping starting to work. As you can see there, Nozaki had his contributions. That one was big. The bank shot to end the third quarter. So instead of a 2-point lead going to the fourth, it was a 5-point lead at 70-65. And then even Angelo Chol working, scoring a 3-point play there. Gadsden, easy step back. Coach Daisuke loving what he sees and says, you know what? If we played this way all throughout the season, we definitely wouldn't have been 0-15 coming in today's ball game. Here, though, is where Yuta started to go to work. He'll hit that three-point play. He'll make that three-point shot from the corner. And then, a turnover. Aoki hits. And suddenly, their campaign was alive once again. Jones with a three-point play. That made it a one-possession ball game. But in the end, good free throw shooting to seal the deal. And Toyama gets their first victory of the B.LEAGUE season for 2023-2024. Looking at the numbers, Kyoto actually shot much better from two-point distance, but the telling stat, 57% shooting from three as compared to just 9 out of 30 for 30% for Kyoto. Free throws, 3 more here for Toyama Grouses. When you look at the turnover situation, just about even. At 14 and 15, points in the paint was dead even. That to me is very surprising. At 32 each. But 19 to 29, that's the bench points. That was big. In terms of rebounding, very close. 33 for Toyama. 30 here for Kyoto. In the assist department, doubling up in the assist numbers, 24 to 12 in favor of Toyama. Leading scorers for the winners, 30 points for Gadson, 28 there for Buva, and 10 there for Ono. In a losing effort, 33 points for Okada. Jones with 19 and Aoki with 17. Rebounding leaders, 10 boards for Jones, 9 for Jackson, and 3 for Mizuno. For the winners, double-double here for Novar Godson. He had 13 points, 13 boards rather, to go with his 33 points. 6 rebounds for Buva and 3 rebounds for Tatsuya Ito. In the assist department, 3 apiece for Okada and Wright, 2 for Aoki, 6 for Gadson, 4 for Uto, and Ito with finish with 3. Key player matchup, no match here. Ivan Buva led his squad to victory here despite being on the floor 3 minutes less than Charles Jackson. That's going to do it here for our coverage. Congratulations to the squad of Toyama as they pick up their first victory of the season. That'll do it here for our coverage. In behalf of everybody from the B-League, thanks so much for joining us. Till next week, take care. Have a great week ahead. God bless.